Hi, I'm going to explain what is pastebin mode within SourceSniper, what some of its filters do, and perform some example snipes. So let's start off with what is pastebin mode. Fairly simple. It takes copied string of text as an input, finds token address in that string of text, and starts scanning that token address for liquidity, price data, taxes, and more. Once token is getting scanned, we are basically waiting for our triggers set in the settings file to fall within previously specified threshold. When that happens, buy order is sent to the exchange and hopefully everything goes alright and we get some tokens quicker than most people and we can make some profits. Before we start doing example snipes, I want to show you what some of the filters do. First thing we look at is address solver, and I would always recommend to have it on. Basically what it does, it finds token addresses even if project manager or token developer tries to be tricky and obfuscates them a little bit by adding emojis or simple arithmetic. Let me launch Sniper and show how address solver works. Start by opening settings and making sure that everything is alright. Since we are using pastebin mode, we should specify that here. And I don't want Sniper to buy anything for now, so we set price in base to 0. Since I will be testing this on token that has value more than 0, it won't trigger a buy. Save the file. First, let's address a common issue people encounter. So what I did here is I already copied the contract address. And let's see what is going to happen when I copy it again when Sniper is launched. There you go, nothing happens. Pastebin holds only one string of text at a time, and Sniper only reads copy actions that changes previous string of text in pastebin. But since we already have this string in our pastebin, nothing happens. How to solve this? Well, that is easy. We just copy random string of text, like this. And then we copy address again. There you go. Sniper recognizes this token address now. Okay, copying simple token address is kind of boring and does not really show what address solver can do. I will restart the Sniper. So, in this string of text, we have arithmetic problem. This 40 plus 40 substitutes this 80 part of original string of text. And if token developers want to be tricky, they could employ such trick. But this is no problem for address solver. Boom. No problem at all. Okay, what if token developers are using emojis in their token address? Again, no problem for address solver. And what if token developers are extra tricky and have arithmetic problem? They have it as numbers and in written. Emojis and token address spread over multiple lines. Again, no issues at all. Although I want to bring to your attention that there will be tricky token developers that will come up with something that address solver can solve. So to stay ahead of the curve, these methods that they come up with should be reported in main chat, so we can update address solver and proceed sniping tokens as per usual. Okay, let's have a look at some filters for messages. We have messages must contain all filter. So whatever filter strings you put here, all of them have to be present in a string of text that you copy for Sniper to even look for token addresses in that specific text. Also note that strings are not case sensitive, so uppercase and lowercase letters will be treated the same. Let me show you an example. And we will add only 2 filter strings here, but you could add as many or as little as you like, as long as they are separated with comma and stay within quotes, like this. But we won't be using these. Save the file. Okay, let's launch the Sniper. Now, if I copy this string of text, nothing will happen because it does not contain all of the specified strings here. It only contains buy this token now, but it's missing this is Sparta. Okay, what if I copy this string right here? There you go. This string of text passes the filter and Sniper successfully finds token address within this string. Now we have a look at another filter called message must not contain any. If string of text that you copy has one or more of filter strings here, it will not look for token address within that string of text. And as per usual, you can add more, as many as you like. Save the file. Okay, we will copy this string of text, which contains string don't buy. And as you can see, it is not finding any token addresses. Now let's try this one. This also will not make Sniper look for tokens. because it contains "I am scamming you." Both of these messages contain text that we sort of blacklisted. And how about this one? Yes, this one triggers, since it has neither of the filter strings, "Don't buy" or "I'm scamming you." Last filter is "Ignore address list." So what if you have more than one address in the strings that you have copied? Let's launch Sniper. Copy the text. Well, it's going to use the first token address and use that as a sniping target. But what if you have a string like this, where the first token is liquidity token, and the address that you actually need is the second one right here? For instances like this, we have "Ignore address list." And any addresses that you put here will be skipped and not used as sniping target. Let's add USDC token address to ignore list and run Sniper again. Save the file. Okay, we are copying same string again. There you go. Now it found the second address. It works. As far as pastebin filters, that is all, and I hope everything is clear. We can now move on to actual sniping examples. In the first example, we know that token that we are going to snipe has some antibot measures, like disabled trading and max wallet of 1000 tokens only. And I would like to snipe with 2 wallets just because I want at least 2000 tokens. First, we set up multi-wallet by opening wallet.json. Okay, wallet number 1. Wallet number 2. License number is 1. Private key for wallet 1. And private key for wallet 2. Save the file. Okay. Also note that the first address should be the address that holds your license key. Let's open settings.json. So we are gonna snipe on PancakeSwap. We are not using intermediary token address because I know that the token's liquidity is in base token, which on BSC is BNB. we're gonna use pastebin as our mode. I will buy one time per wallet, and I need no delays. So I don't care about the price of the token. I just want to buy as soon as trading is open. So I change the price to something like 100,000. I know that trading will be disabled for a moment after liquidity is added. For this situation, we activate buy when possible and can sell. What this does, it won't let you buy token if it is either disabled for trading, is a honeypot, or has buy-sell tax higher than specified amount here. Switch it on. We don't really care about tax thresholds for a moment. I also know that I want to buy exactly 1,000 tokens per wallet, since that is the maximum amount of tokens in wallet I can have. So I have to switch exact amount of tokens on. And the thing is that only one of these buying modes should be on, since we either know exactly how much we want to spend or exactly how much tokens we want to acquire. In this instance, I know I want to get 1,000 tokens per wallet, and I'll have to switch off this one. Next, we set some reasonable slippage. I know token won't have any taxes, but I might want to be sure that increased volatility at the beginning of trading causes no issues. So I'll set buy slippage at 100. And sell slippage, I don't care about it that much, can be something like 15%. I will want to sell tokens afterwards, so I have my sell tokens on. And I have never approved this token before, and to be able to sell tokens, you must have it approved at least once. So I'll set this as approve on. All right, save the file. Also, I almost forgot. I know that liquidity won't be 1 BNB since it's my token, so I'll set this to 0. And also sell price, I will set it high, since if I have it at 0, it will sell immediately. I don't want to sell immediately, so I will set this pretty high and save the file. As far as sell settings go, I won't go into much detail now. It will be a video of its own. And alright, settings look good. Let's launch the SourceSniper and start sniping. Okay, this is my contract that I am going to snipe. Copy text, address detected. If trading is disabled, it will state that honeypot is true. Don't panic, it's just because trading is disabled. Sniper does not really know the difference between disabled trading and honeypot. All it knows that it can buy or sell token at this exact moment. Now, let me enable trading and see what happens. Enable trade. All right, let's wait for transaction to be mined, and there you go. Once trading is enabled, it buys instantly, approves the token, and provides you with some information about your current position. You can see how much BNB you have spent here. That will include tax if there is any, gas spent on buying token, and gas spent on approving token. Here you can see how many tokens you have, and both wallets have 1000 tokens each, which makes 2000 tokens total. Next one, you will see what is the value of your tokens, and take into consideration that it accounts for sell slippage, which is 15%. So this value here is 15% less than actual value. You may ask, why is that? Well, that is because most tokens have sell taxes on them. So when you sell tokens, you won't get exact token value. You will get token value minus the tax, and we want to account for that. Here you can see current profit loss on your total position. Next one is profit loss in percentage. And the last one is trailing stop loss, which basically means how much in percentage token has gone down since its highest price. Okay, now I will dump the token, and to do that, we can just change sell price in base to 0 and save file, and it immediately sells. So, okay, sells have been executed, and now we can confirm all transactions by looking at them in BSC scan. Okay, we open the browser, and all we do is just copy the link, paste it, copy the link, paste it. So as you can see, wallet number 1 bought exactly 1000 tokens. Wallet number 2 bought exactly 1000 tokens as well. And then it sold and you can see sold tokens here and sold tokens here. All right, that is it for example snipe number 1, and let's see example snipe number 2. In our next example, token has no max wallet, so I can get as many tokens as I want. For antibot feature, it will have 95% tax for first few blocks, then tax will go down to 0. And it has buy cooldown of 5 seconds, which means if I try to buy multiple times in a short period of time that is less than 5 seconds, my transactions will fail. So I will have to set up multiple buys with 5-second cooldown. And my budget for sniping is 0.01 BNB. I will be using only one wallet, and I have 2 wallets here, so I'll have to delete one wallet. There you go. Save file. Let's open settings. Okay, I will be sniping on PancakeSwap. I need no intermediary token address because liquidity is in base token, which is BNB for Binance. I will use pastebin mode. I want to buy twice. And time between buys, I'll have it set at 5 seconds. Again, we don't care what is the price of the token. I want to snipe at any price as soon as possible. So we'll leave price and base at 100,000 again. And since I know about 95% tax for the first few blocks, I know that I want to use buy when possible and can sell filter. Since it also filters for taxes. I know the tax will go down from 95% to 0, so I will prefer to buy only when tax is low. I'll set this to something reasonable like, let's say 25%. And since my budget is limited to 0.01 BNB, I'll put 0.005 here. If you are wondering why I am putting 0.005 here, remember that I'm doing 2 buys, which means I will spend 0.01 BNB. And also remember that I am spending BNBs, so I'll have exact amount of base on and exact amount of tokens off for this snipe. Alright, I don't need to approve token again, since this is the same token I sniped in a previous example, and we already approved the token. And let's set reasonable slippage again. So when we use exact amount of base, we should never have slippage more than 100. But when you use exact amount of tokens, you can have it at 100 or even more. So make note of that. I'll leave it at 100. Sell price and base, again, we don't want to sell immediately, so we set it at a higher number. And save it. Okay, now let's start the sniper. Waiting for it to load. Copy text, finds token. Okay, address is detected. And as you can see that the tax is 95%, and so is the sell tax. Now let me change the tax to 0 and see what happens. Transaction is sent, waiting for it to be mined. Delaying. Buy number 2. So as you can see, the tax changed and we immediately bought. Now Again, you see all the information about your position. We spent 0.0114 BNB. If you're wondering why it's higher than our budget, remember that this includes gas fees. In total, we acquired 2,105 tokens. Value is 0.0085 BNB. And currently we are holding profit loss of minus 26%. Now let me dump the tokens. Set it to 0 and save file. Sell executed. And as always, we will check the transactions on BSC scan. This is transaction number 1. As expected, it spent 0.005. Transaction number 2 spent exactly the same amount. Let's see the sell transaction. And it sold 2,105 tokens as we can see here. That was the token amount that we had. All right, that's it for sniping example number 2. Let's move on to sniping example number 3. Now, for next example, I want to show you that you can change some variables on the go while Sniper is running without closing it. Let's change all settings for a simple snipe. Just buy once, no delay, have this at 0. We don't need any checks. Say save the file. All right, okay, before we start sniping, we are gonna change things up a bit, and I'm gonna copy contract from BSC scan. This is the contract address right here. But remember that we have set some filters. And if we copy just this, it will not trigger because we have these message must contain all. So we just delete them. Message will not contain any of these, so we don't care about this. We save it, close it. All right. Let's launch the sniper. Okay, we copy, it finds the contract and scans for our triggers. So if we want to trigger a buy, we must make price in base bigger than actual price right here. And we will do just that. Once we made this change and saved the file, it immediately buys token while Sniper is running. In buy cycle, this is only variable that we can change on the go. If you want to change other variables, like buy when possible and can sell, buy times, or time between buys, you will have to restart the Sniper. Now, let's look at selling token. All these variables can be changed while Sniper is running. Approve token, sell tokens, price in base, stop loss, hold tokens %, and restart after sell. Now, let's sell half of the tokens immediately. For that, we need to have sell price in base as 0. A little word on sell price in base. It will work other way round compared to when buying tokens, which means if token value is above this number, only then it will trigger a sell. Okay, we set hold tokens % at 50%, and of course sell tokens should be on. Again, approve token can be off since it's the same token we have sniped before. I will not want for Sniper to restart after sell, so we keep it off. And this looks good. Let's save the file and see what happens. Now, we have sold the tokens and we will get a prompt if we want another sell cycle. It will always ask for this if we have specified that we don't want it to restart after sell. And since I already sold half of the tokens, I will probably want to sell another half of the tokens. Therefore, I just type yes and enter another sell cycle. As you can see, half of the tokens is sold. Now you can see it continues showing me all relevant values, like BNB spent for this half of the tokens, as well as its value and profit loss. Now I want to sell rest of my tokens, so I edit the file accordingly. Sell tokens on, sell price in 0, hold tokens %, we don't want to hold any tokens, and that will sell the remaining 50% of original buy. And restart after sell, let's have it on this time. Save the file. Boom. It has sent the sell transaction. And it restarted the Sniper, and we could snipe copy address of a new token, and it will start all this cycle all over again. And now let's check the transactions. This is the first buy transaction. And then first half of the sell. And then another half of the sell. All right, let's move on to sniping example number 4. Now, let's say that we have a token that will have its liquidity added in BUSD, and we happen to know that it should be around 300 BUSD. As always, we have to adjust our settings first. Since liquidity will be added in BUSD and Sniper uses BNB for Binance chain, we have to use feature called intermediary token address. So what it will do, it will convert your BNBs into whatever intermediary token you put here, and snipe your target tokens using intermediary tokens. These intermediary tokens are usually stable coins. So now we put BUSD address here. Now, when you have intermediary token address, some things change. Like, for example, liquidity check is performed against intermediary token. So when we set minimum liquidity, we must keep in mind that it will be measured in intermediary token, aka BUSD in this case. And of course, since I know liquidity should be around 300 BUSD, I will set a safe threshold of 250 BUSD here. Now let's set rest of the variables here. Everything seems alright here. I will be spending 0.01 BNB. Approve token on. Sell tokens on, but sell price again, we put it high so we don't sell immediately. And save. Alright. Let's launch this sniper. Okay, we're gonna copy our target token. Now, as we can see, there is no liquidity at the moment, and Sniper lets you know about it by showing waiting for liquidity. Once liquidity is added, Sniper will detect it, and if it passes buy filters, it will trigger a buy. Now, let me add liquidity to the token. Just a moment here. Alright, let's wait for transaction to be mined. There you go. But oh no, what happened here? Well, developer decided to be tricky and they added liquidity, but not in full. Probably because they wanted to wreck some snipers. But we know fools. We let the sniper run and wait until there is promised amount of liquidity. Should be 300. Sorry, yes, 300. Let me add the rest of the liquidity. Okay, transaction is getting mined. Boom. Once it reached liquidity of above minimum liquidity, which was 250, it sent buy transaction. Okay, that is cool and all. Now let me dump tokens and we will check transactions and see what happened behind the scenes. So to dump tokens, we're gonna set 0 and save. All right, waiting for sell transaction. It is confirmed and it restarted the sniper. Okay,